Amid uncertainty, UK borrowing costs ease as market trusts Chancellor stability. The economic tide seems to be turning, with signs that financial markets are placing their faith in the Chancellor after a heartfelt appearance in Parliament. Government borrowing costs are witnessing a decline, partially reversing the recent spike caused by the Chancellor's expressive session in the House of Commons on Wednesday. The yield on the UK's 10-year bonds dropped to 4.45%, a reduction from the previous day's 4.61%, triggered by the Prime Minister's statement, emphasising his close collaboration with Rachel Reeves. Meanwhile, the pound, which had experienced a drop on Wednesday, steadied at 1.3646, though it hasn't fully regained its previous standing. That's the field. But here's where it gets controversial. One analyst shared with the BBC that the financial market's apparent support for the Chancellor stems from a concern that her departure might weaken fiscal control. Will Walker-Arnott, the head of private clients at Charles Stanley, notes, "It's unusual to see financial markets actively supporting a politician's career, but it appears they worry about losing fiscal discipline if she steps down." At the same time, Mohammed El-Arian, president of Queen's College Cambridge and chief economic advisor at Allianz, warns that market sentiment might remain tense. Once a risk premium settles in, it becomes difficult to remove, he explains. This means despite some easing, we're unlikely to return to the calm market conditions of 2 days ago. And this is the part most people miss. The volatility in bond yields can have direct consequences for everyday individuals, particularly through the mortgage market. Higher bond yields can potentially translate into rising mortgage costs. For instance, sharp movement in 5-year bond yields can influence swap rates that banks use to determine their new fixed mortgage rates. Take the mini-budget crisis during Liz Truss's tenure as an example, where fluctuations in bond markets made a tangible impact on mortgage rates. Since then, mortgage rates have remained relatively stable, aided by lenders offering modest rate cuts to attract clients. During Wednesday's Prime Minister's questions, Rachel Reeves showed her emotional side after the government reversed its decision to slash welfare spending by billions, leading to a near £5 billion hole in her financial strategy. This U-turn sparked concerns about the Chancellor's stability and some fear that abandoning fiscal discipline could lead to larger deficits. Treasury officials later clarified that the Chancellor's visibly upset state in the Commons was due to a personal matter. That evening, Prime Minister Sir Kier Starmer publicly expressed his confidence in Reeves's role, asserting her outstanding performance as Chancellor. In follow-up statements, Reeves revealed her emotional response stemmed from personal reasons and addressed queries about potential tax increases. She confirmed, "The cost of the welfare adjustments will be visible in the upcoming budget," while reaffirming her dedication to maintaining vital fiscal policies. One of her main rules is to ensure that daily expenses are covered by government revenue rather than borrowing, saving borrowing for investments only. Jane Foley from Rubberbank highlights the challenge Reeves now faces. With the welfare savings no longer achievable, the Chancellor has tough choices: raise taxes, cut other spending, or issue new debt. Each option has its own set of challenges. But do investors equate political stability with economic stability? After all, despite uncertainties, Starmer's strong support for Reeves might just be the reassuring factor the market needs. What do you think? Does political reliability contribute to market confidence, or should economic fundamentals solely focus? Share your thoughts below.